You call it Egypt. Its builders never did. No pharaoh ever wrote the word Egypt. Not on a temple, not on a tomb, not in a letter home. The name they wrote is 4 signs long, and you can see it from space. Look at the ground. Kemet, the Black Land. This is the story about how the name died, who brought it back, and why remembering it will not be enough. By 2000 BCE, the scribes were writing it as the country's name. Kem, black. Black from the silt the flood laid down every summer. Everything outside the ribbon was Deshret, the red land, the desert, and the black soil did not come from Kemet. It came down the river from the south, remember that. The sign itself is a piece of crocodile hide, and the same sound, Kem, also meant complete. Then the Greeks wrote down what they heard. Probably the name of Ptah's temple at Memphis. Aigyptos, Egypt, a Greek word. Rome took it, and the world took it from Rome. The old name survived only in Coptic as Kemet, a church word, murmured long after Arabic filled the streets. Then a few centuries ago, Coptic stopped being spoken at home. The word went silent. You would expect Egyptologists to bring it back. They read it, translated it, and kept the Greek word. The silence stayed. The people who broke it were not in the museum. In 1954, a Guyanese teacher, George G. M. James, published Stolen Legacy, arguing that Greek philosophy was learned on the Nile. Historians dismissed it. Harlem read it. Yosef Ben Yochanan and John Henrik Clark, men of Malcolm X's Harlem, taught it for 40 years. In their mouths, the country had its name back. Kemet. Brooklyn, a storefront temple, the Al-Zar Auset Society, starts living the old religion daily. But a name kept in Brooklyn is not a name kept in Africa. For that, look to Dakar. Dakar. In 1966, a Senegalese physicist, Cheikh Anta Diop, opened Africa's first carbon-14 laboratory, dating the continent's past with the continent's own instruments. By 1981, he held the chair of Egyptology. In African scholarship, the word became Kemet. Then vinyl carried it further than any lecture. Earth, Wind & Fire put Kemet's symbols on album after album from 1977. X-Clan rapped it in 1990. Nas became Tutankhamun in 1999. Beyoncé wore the horns of Hathor in 2020. The word was everywhere. On chains, on channels, this one included. Now, the part most videos skip. What did black mean? Most Egyptologists say the soil, not the skin. Others read it as the people. 50 years on, it is not settled. Here is what is settled. Around 727, BCE Piye came down from Napata in today's Sudan, took Memphis, and his line ruled the Black Land for 70 years, from the south. And the twist nobody saw coming. In 2023, days after Netflix put a black actress on Cleopatra's throne, a Dutch museum opened Kemet, Egypt in hip-hop, jazz, soul, and funk. Egypt's antiquities authorities refused the museum its next digging permit at Saqqara. Falsifying history, the reason given, after 48 years of excavation. The fight over Kemet is no longer Africa against Europe. It is Egyptians who live on the land, against a diaspora that gave the land its name back. 2 African peoples, 1 word, and both are arguing about the wrong century. Because by 2050, 1 human in 4 will be African. Africa holds about 30% of the world's critical minerals and keeps about 1/10 of the value. And every year, the diaspora sends home around $100 billion, close to twice the aid the continent receives. That is the flood, and it comes from the south. But Kemet was never the flood. Kemet is what the flood left behind. Silt, the black land, 30 centuries of harvest. Water that runs off grows nothing. So the question the coming century asks the diaspora is not, were the pharaohs black? It is, will your flood become silt? A transfer that pays 1 month's rent is water. A school, a company, a laboratory that is still standing in 20 years. That is silt. Kemet, black and complete. Not who was black, who kept the black land producing. That is the name. That is the job. That is why this channel is Kemet Leads. Learn, lead, and leave a legacy. African history with receipts for those who will lead next. Subscribe. Next film, the Black Pharaohs who ruled Kemet from the south.